फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक। तो चलो देखते हैं मीट द न्यू मेंबर्स ऑफ मोदीज कैबिनेट। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था क्योंकि हमने कईयों को देखा है ओथ सेरेमनी में, पर अब ये नहीं पता कि किसको क्या मिल रहा है, वो भी मुझे पता करना है। तो पहले देखते हैं कि कौन कौन आए ज्वाइन किए हैं कैबिनेट में, और अगर पता चल जाए किसको क्या डिपार्टमेंट क्या एरिया मिल रहा है तो मज़ा ही आ जाएगा। तो चलो यार वीडियो शुरू करते हैं। वीडियो शुरू करने से पहले अगर आप चैनल पर नए हो और आपने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो जल्दी से पहले सब्सक्राइब के बटन और बेल आइकन को क्लिक कर लो ताकि आपको हमारे सारे न्यू वीडियोस के नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाएं जैसे हम अपलोड करें।
अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आता है प्लीज लाइक एंड शेयर। जल्दी शुरू करते हैं।
So Modi 3.0 is officially underway. Now let's meet his team. Like I said, 71 ministers took oath today. 85% of them belong to the BJP, meaning the party has kept 60 out of 71 ministries.
60 out of 70.
The top two allies have got 2 ministries each. That's the TDP, the Telugu Desam Party, and the JDU, the Janata Dal United. 2 ministries each. The rest of the allies have got 1 ministry each.
Sure.
We'll start with the BJP first. You're familiar with most of the names here. The first is Rajnath Singh. He is a former Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. He was the party president in 2014. Rajnath Singh has headed 2 ministries under Prime Minister Modi. Home Ministry in the first term and Defence in the second. He represents the constituency of Lucknow in Uttar Pradesh. And what does he bring to the table? A lot of administrative experience, plus he is part of the BJP old guard. Then you have Amit Shah.
अच्छा अभी नहीं बताया।
He represents the Gandhinagar seat in Gujarat. He too was a BJP party president. In 2019, he swept to power again. After the elections, Amit Shah was inducted into the cabinet. He was in charge of the Home Ministry. In fact, Amit Shah is the most powerful Home Minister that India has had in decades. And his strength? Well, Shah is an organizational man. He's also very close to Prime Minister Modi, sort of like his right-hand man. Another minister who is returning is Nitin Gadkari. He represents the constituency of Nagpur. Gadkari is also a former BJP president. He's handled multiple ministries for the BJP.
मुझे लगता है सेम ही मिलेंगे इनको।
Small and medium enterprises, water resources, rural development and highways. And what does Nitin Gadkari bring to the table? Well, he has close ties with the RSS. That's the ideological parent of the BJP. His track record is also very impressive, especially as highway minister. Nirmala Sitharaman is also back.
ये भी बहुत
in the
अच्छी
cabinet.
लेडी है।
She did not contest the Lok Sabha elections, so how did she make it
इनकी
to
जो
the
बेटी है
cabinet?
ना,
By the Rajya
वो
Sabha.
पता नहीं आर्मी या
Sitharaman was
एयरफोर्स में
elected
है।
to the Rajya Sabha from the state of Karnataka. She's been the finance minister of India since 2019. Before that, she was also the defense minister of the country. And her rise has been quite rapid. She was a party spokesperson until 2014. Then she held multiple junior portfolios in the first BJP government. And in 2017, she joined the big league. Sitharaman is from the South Indian state of Tamil Nadu, a state that the BJP is keen to win. She's also one of the few women in the central cabinet. Piyush Goyal is also back. Again, quite a rapid rise. He managed the BJP's social media campaign in 2014. He also doubled up as a spokesperson. In the first Modi government, Piyush Goyal served as a junior minister.
ये बड़ा खुश है कि भैया मोदी जी बन रहे हैं।
to the
Very
cabinet.
happy.
And since then, he's held multiple portfolios, including textiles, commerce,
और
and
कई
consumer
वीडियोस में
affairs.
ये जब क्लैपिंग
And
कर रहे थे
strength?
फिर बाकी लोगों ने देख
Goyal
के
has
मोदी
been
जी को
leading the
क्लैपिंग
BJP in the Rajya
की
Sabha.
है
He's
कई
also
बारी।
been a chief communicator, both in defending the government and attacking the opposition. And this was actually his first Lok Sabha election. S. Jaishankar is another returning minister. He too did not contest the Lok Sabha elections. He's a member of the Rajya Sabha, the upper house of parliament. In 2019, he was appointed the foreign minister of India. Now, as you know, Jaishankar is not a career politician. He was a diplomat until 2018. He retired as the foreign secretary of India.
ये तो बहुत जाना अच्छा काम किया उनको रखा है।
Jaishankar has built close ties with his counterparts, especially those in the West. He is also a social media favorite among the youth. Some of his one-liners are quite popular. So these are the big names returning to the Modi cabinet. Now we come to the new names. First is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. He is a former chief.
इनका तो हमने बोला था ना, शक हो रहा था कि इनको हायर पोस्ट में वहाँ पे सेंटर में कोई काम देंगे दिल्ली में।
In the Lok Sabha. He earlier served from 1991 to 2005. And his strengths? First, a lot of administrative experience. He was chief minister for almost 18 years. He beat anti-incumbency to win Madhya Pradesh again in 2023. Despite that, he was not made chief minister. In this election, he delivered again. BJP won all 29 seats in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Another new name is JP Nadda. He is the current president of the BJP, but his term is set to expire. Nadda was the health minister in the first Modi government, but in 2020 he took over the party as party president.
because the party
And what
president
explains his
change होगा इस
elevation?
बारी
Possibly his state connection.
मुझे लग रहा है
Nadda is from the state of Himachal Pradesh. It's a state that is ruled by the Congress party. Maybe the BJP is looking for some appeasement vote. Another new face is Manohar Lal Khattar, a former chief minister of Haryana. He now represents the Karnal seat. Khattar is said to be an able administrator. He also has long-standing ties with the RSS. And that is the list of the BJP leaders, the notable names. Now we come to the BJP's allies. H.D. Kumaraswamy finds himself in the cabinet. He's a former chief minister of the state of Karnataka. He represents the Mandya seat. Now, Kumaraswamy leads the JDS, the Janata Dal Secular. It's a regional party in Karnataka. It's very popular among the state's Vocaliga group. The JDS was key to the NDA's fortunes in the state. They won 19 seats, while the Congress won 9 in Karnataka. Another new face is Chirag Paswan. He leads the Lok Janashakti Party, LJP. He won from the Hajipur seat in Bihar. His party won 5 out of 5 seats that they contested. That's a 100% strike rate. His father too was an NDA minister, so there is an emotional connect as well. The LJP dominates among the Paswan community in Bihar. It also kept the state's Dalit votes intact, hence the reward. Finally, we have the minister from the TDP, the Telugu Desam party. His name is Ram Mohan Naidu. He represents the Srikakulam seat in Andhra Pradesh. At 36, he is India's youngest cabinet minister. Don't be fooled by his age though. This is his third stint in the Lok Sabha. And his strengths? For starters, he's young, but more importantly, his party is calling the shots. The TDP has 16 MPs in the new Lok Sabha. They are crucial to keeping
जो
Prime
main है
Minister
उसका
Modi
क्या
in
बेटा
power.
बेटा है क्या
So there you have it. This is what Modi's
Could be.
core team now looks like.
Chandrababu
We haven't
Naidu
covered all the
का
names, of
relationship है, I don't
course.
know.
You also have the likes of Jyotiraditya Scindia, Prahlad
बताना
Joshi,
आप लोग।
Dharmendra Pradhan. They too are back in the ministry.
तो भैया मुझे तो देख के यही लग रहा है कि ज़्यादा कोई इतने चेंजेस नहीं हुए हैं. जो थोड़े से दूसरे भी लिए हैं कैंडिडेट्स जो अभी तक बताए हैं वो ठीक ही लगे हैं. तो ऐसा नहीं फील हुआ कि भैया क्योंकि अब को उनको दो पार्टीज जो मेन है वो आई हैं तो वो कुछ प्रेशर कर रही होंगी कि हमें ये चाहिए वो चाहिए. तो उस टाइप से लग नहीं रहा. तो जो गवर्नमेंट है जो अब आएगी मोदी जी की काम अच्छा करेगी लग तो यही रहा है.
देखिए मोदी जी ने अच्छे लोग चूज किए. 2 यंग थे चिराग पासवान और जो दूसरे एक और टीडीपी के थे वो मुझे पता नहीं चंद्रबाबू नायडू से क्या रिलेशनशिप है उनका. वो दोनों यंग थे तो काफ़ी अच्छा किया है. जिसने जिस पार्टी को उनको लगा अच्छा है वो किया है. अभी डिसाइड नहीं हुआ शायद किसकी मिनिस्ट्री किसको जाएगी. अब देखेंगे क्या मिलता है क्या नहीं मिलता. बट काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है. काफ़ी मजबूत लग रहा है.
हाँ मुझे तो लग रहा है कि मेनली जो बीजेपी के जो थे उनमें से तो जो वो पहले कर रहे थे उनको वही मिलेगा. मुझे तो ये लग रहा है कि उन्होंने सबने अच्छे काम किए हैं. अपने जिन जो उनको डिपार्टमेंट्स मिले थे उन सब ने अच्छे काम
सिर्फ ये है कि नड्डा जी को पता नहीं वापस मिलती है प्रेसिडेंसी नहीं मिलती बीजेपी की.
वो मुझे लगता है
कुछ चीज़ें चेंज होंगी.
कुछ करना जरूरी भी है ताकि जो पार्टी है बीजेपी की उनको भी ये पता चले कि
हिमाचल प्रदेश है वहाँ कांग्रेस है तो उन्होंने वही एक्सप्लेन किया कि काफ़ी चेंजेस होंगे. और कुछ लोगों को अपीसमेंट वोट के लिए बात कर रहे हैं कि जातिवाद से अब जो दिखा है कि यार जातिवाद हो रहा है तो जातिवाद की वजह से भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन उसी तरीके से अब चीज़ें आएंगी कि दलित आप ये ले लीजिए यहाँ पे ओबीसी ले लीजिए यहाँ पे ले लीजिए उस तरीके से करेंगे जिससे फिर वो उन कम्युनिटीज़ में जाके बता सकें देखो तुम्हारा एक लीडर टॉप में बैठा है तुम्हारा लीडर टॉप में बैठा है जिससे देश का भला हो सके और वोट जो है बीजेपी के अंदर ही रहे.
क्योंकि वही गेम चाल की INDI वालों ने चल के जीती है. ये गेम कोशिश की है पर जो समझदार लोग थे उन्होंने देश को बचा लिया. जो जातिवाद वाले थे वो तो खिसक गए बीजेपी को छोड़ के. वो जातिवाद वाली जाल में फंस गए. जो समझदार थे उन्होंने बीजेपी को वोट दिया और उस वजह से देश बच गया कि मोदी जी वापस आ गए. तो चलो यार आप भी शेयर करना अपने थॉट्स. चलते हैं मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में बहुत ही जल्द. टिल देन टेक केयर एंड बाय बाय.
तो अगर आप मेरे इस चैनल पे नए हो तो जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब के बटन को हिट करो और बेल आइकन को क्लिक करो ताकि आपको मेरा जब नया वीडियो मैं लगाऊं आपको उसके बारे में जल्दी से पता चल जाए।